welcome to Girlopedic. It's your home of therapeutic girl talk. Today, we're going to talk about something that I feel like all of our topics lately have been inspired by TikTok. But it was something that I saw on TikTok. And I wanted to see what y'all thought about this, and would you do it yourselves, okay? And that is creating a vision board for your husband. Your future husband. Now, I guess we can throw in the clip, I guess, to show them what it looks like. Y'all can see a few slides of what that person posted.
Brought around the way, instantly connected when he caught my eye. Nothing ever was the same. Couldn't seem to get his picture out my mind. Then we took it all the way. I could have sworn he was just my type. Then he said to me, "You're my lady."
Okay, what y'all think?
I love that. I think it's a way to visualize what you want in like a creative way, because I think normally, like me personally, I'm used to just writing down the qualities or whatever that may be that I want in my husband. But I think an actual visual to kind of like picture that, I like that. I'm not mad at that. Like I might do that.
Yeah, I like the idea, and I like the example that you showed us. I think it's a good idea because we make vision boards for everything else. And we know marriage, once you get married, like that's important. So I think it would help you to be more mindful of what you're actually looking for if you're intentional about doing it. Because one thing that we've learned is sometimes we can be a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
I know I can and saying what I want and things like that and desire. So I think it is a good idea. I don't know if I would actually do it. Like, it would probably take me a while to sit down and do it, because I would want to take it seriously, I guess, versus just throwing stuff together. Because I know sometimes on vision boards, it's like you're not necessarily realistic on your vision board.
Do you think though we could add to it
What do you mean?
over time? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think that vision board is not just for, so if you created that, it's not just for 2023 like we would do for a new year vision board. I think that vision board is overall the man who I desire. And I actually, the thing that I did appreciate about the vision board that she had is that it went beyond just what he looks like.
Yeah.
It went beyond just like being in a relationship, right? Because even in regular vision boards, you may just put, I want to be in a relationship. But it takes that and it breaks it down. These are the activities that we do together. This is how he treats his family. This is stuff like that. Now, mind you, there may be some changes to that, because this is how he dresses. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are things that you can put out. What one pastor puts it on this wise. He says, my ask is my ask. God is responsible for the rest. So if I put forth the things that I would love for him to be, to do, to dress like, to whatever, then I'm just laying out my desires before God, and like you said, a more visual manner. So it's not like if he don't come within a year, but it's just overall, this is what. And I think maybe, let us know too, ladies, would you do this? Because, and men too, because you can create a vision board for your future wife, but does it keep you in line, yes, and accountable with what you say you actually want?
I think so.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm like, if I were to do it, it would probably take me a while to really sit down and be very specific. Because sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, I want that. And
it keeps it in the forefront.
It does.
You'll remember it like as you go on dates, or you see something and it's like, oh, this is what I visualized for my future husband, or this is what I didn't visualize for my future husband. But because we've established that framework, we're no longer like if something comes up and it doesn't go with that, at that point, if we choose to ignore it, that's on us.
That is on us.
Like,
because
you
said what you wanted.
Exactly. So
I think it'll help hold you accountable. Because I know the vision board that I did this year, it's literally in my planner. So I see it every day. But even when I'm like how I want to dress, so when I'm shopping, I'm like, is this with the aesthetic that I said I wanted for myself? So I do definitely think it'll help you stay focused on what you actually desire, because especially when you've been waiting for a while, you can kind of just be like, oh, okay, I'll take this, but you don't want to do that. So I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
But I think she did a real good job on her vision board. That's why I was
Very
like, maybe I can do that.
Yeah. Because like you said, like we know what we want, but we haven't sat down and like really, okay, I know that I want a man who treats me right, but like what more, like what does that even mean for me? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's good stuff, because we say we're ready, but it's like when we think about it in those terms, it's like, are we? You know?
And do you really know what you want?
So with that said, is that something that you would do? Because if it's just say like, oh, I just need the time, or I would want to have the time, or I just want to be very specific about it, then is there something that's keeping you from that? Or is it like, do you think it's a waste of time? And maybe that's why you wouldn't.
I don't think it's a waste of time.
Okay.
I would do it for sure. Honestly, but prior to this, like besides writing it down, I never even just thought to do something like that. So now that I know,
I think that would be fun creating.
I think it would be too, and I don't think it's a waste of time or anything like that. I just would want to be careful with what I'm actually putting down, because this is really what I want.
Yeah.
And taking time to really think about it and reflect it, because I can be a little bit like, oh, maybe I want this, maybe I want that. Like I know how I am, so when I create that, like this is what I want, and if I add to it, I don't want to get to a point where I'm taking a bunch of stuff off, because I don't know, I was in the wrong headspace when I made the vision board and things like that. So that's what I mean. But I think
we're gonna scrap this whole bit. Actually, make a new one now.
Yeah,
6 months later.
I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I want it to be like, these are your consistent core values and what you want in somebody,
right?
And that shouldn't change.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. So when we set the vision board, or not you, when we set the vision board, like,
we need to set one.
I'll be there. I can walk around.
We'll have a part 2 to this.
No.
And we'll
take this
share.
off. You don't need
that. Look, y'all hold us accountable, okay?
We do really need to
we
do
owe
that.
y'all a video where we make our husband boards and we need to share. And if y'all do the same, we would love to see y'all as well. And see
Y'all
what we
willing
come
to
up
share?
with. Yeah.
I would not.
I would.
There's
I
certain
didn't think you
aspects
would.
that I might share, but I think some of it is going to be pretty intimate. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really want to take my time, because
I don't mind sharing mine. Obviously,
I ain't gonna share.
if I feel like it don't need to be
Some
shared or
parts,
not,
y'all
you may
can
not.
see it. Like, you know, you show a quick overview, but explanations may not come.
Okay.
I don't want to share.
You would explain?
We owe y'all a video. I think that would be cool.
I do too. I think it would be a really fun process too. Yeah, and just positive.
We gonna set the night. Y'all look out for the vlog on Deija's channel for the actual night.
Deja Dene.
Deija Dene.
DEIJADANEE.
Period. And yeah.
Follow her. Subscribe.
And then we'll meet y'all back here on Girl and Beauty and go over our results. Maybe.
I mean, that's something too. You could look at it and be like, dang, God really answered that.
Yeah, because
but there's some, even though there's things that may change, I think there's still some like core things, like you said, some core things that stay the same. So if you put how you wanted him to treat your children, that's not gonna change.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, ain't nothing stopping y'all from doing that. You don't need a lot of time. You just need to do it.
I say stuff like this all the time. I gotta think. I gotta do this.
That's so we pay her no attention.
So we're gonna have the night.
Not one. Right? Not one attention. Cause what she talking about?
Give me too much to really pray fast.
I'm gonna do it at the end of the year.
You gonna have a husband by then.
Exactly.
And
He
then
said
I'll
it
be
just
like,
what it took to get you.
Right. Yeah, and especially like I know my other vision board, I didn't put it on my actual video that I did, but I actually prayed because I'm like, Jesus, this is what I want. This is what I just pray for the vision boards, because at the end of the day, like you said, it's your ask and God gotta do the rest. Just my request. Now I'm expecting.
And come correct. You gotta come correct too.
Well, let us know in the comments. Would you create a vision board for your future spouse, specifically for them? Nothing else is on them. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, and we will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
See y'all.
I got some grips.
Grippos?
Grips.
Oh, I'm like, girl, what is this slang?
Like,
Who is?
it's looking at me
It's
like
the eye. Because okay, subscribe, but grips.
That's what I'm like, you need grippos?
Cause I was like,
No,
but you're talking about grapes.
it's on my grapes.
Stop.
I don't know. That's the closest thing to grippos.
Well, I was just in the spirit. I said subscribe.
I was
What spirit?
I said subscribe.
Who
And
is
from that I said grips.
I want some grips.
I don't know.
I just wanted a snack.
Exactly.